Alright, what is up, guys? We are back with Claymore chapter 96. Finally beginning volume 18. I actually just got home and this was waiting for me, so very excited. It took a little bit longer than I had expected. But it's here nonetheless, and I'm excited to jump back in because I missed Claymore. I gotta admit though that this is probably out of the volumes that I have, because I have volumes 11 through 18 now, I think this is probably my least favorite cover. I don't know. It just like, I mean, at least it at least like gives me a warning of like what to expect. This volume, like I feel like Dolph and Reefel are gonna be a big focus, just judging by the cover. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the cover. I do eventually plan on, once I like end up getting all volumes, because I think there's 27 volumes in total, I want to say. But once I get all the volumes, I do plan on making a video of like ranking my top 10 favorite volume covers or something like that. So I'm telling you guys right now, this one is definitely not going to be on there. But yeah, enough of that. Let's get into this chapter. Chapter 95 ended off pretty surprising, right? With Beth being impaled by one of the projectiles of the destroyer, and it's already affecting Alicia. She's kind of like losing like grip on like who she should be attacking and whatnot. So yeah, let's get into chapter 96, man. I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen. All right, so it has no sense of consciousness, no hunger for flesh, not even an attachment to life. It simply destroys all things that lay around it, consuming everything alive until it finally perishes. Magnificent, isn't it? So now we got the organization showing up to the battle. That awesome creature is truly the ultimate weapon. Alright, chapter 96, The Ashes of Lautrec, part 1. What do you think, men? Is there some way we could take control of this? I'm sorry, sir, but something of that size and destructive power is more than we in the retrieval squad could possibly handle. I hardly expected that much of you lot. The whole body is certainly impossible. I meant some of those things that's scattering around. That alone would be enough for now. They are dispersed over a wide area, and some of them have already stopped functioning. We might be able to obtain some of those. The dead ones are of no use. Once they've ceased to function, they are no better than the remains of any other awakened one. I must have a living specimen of that creature. But sir, that would be more difficult than capturing an awakened one alive. I am fully aware of that, but it's something we must obtain even if it means sacrificing some of the organization's manpower. It might have been feasible if we still had numbers 1 and 2 available, but at our current strength, it'll be rather difficult. Yes, we may have been too hasty in deploying Alicia and Beth. This is this is interesting, this dude's face. So yeah, I'm curious to see what their game plan is going to be. They obviously want to catch one alive, but do they really have like the claymores that are up to the task? Like, I don't know. Especially with like the dude was saying, Alicia and Beth are like, they're not done, but like I don't even know, like they're not gonna be as good as they used to be, right? Lord Day, we have a report from Tixeli, a town southwest of here, of something rather strange. What? My, how terrible. So this is how the town closest to the incident fared. It must have been quite a commotion. All the specimens injected into the town have stopped functioning, and the townsfolk were mostly annihilated. Mostly, you say? We managed to find a single survivor. Rocky! My, what have we here? Where did... So I'm guessing... I don't know, this is just like a shot in the dark, but... I'm guessing when the because last chapter we saw Rocky and Priscilla, like one of the projectiles like hit this roof right behind them. Um, so I'm guessing when the projectile like opened up into like the mini destroyer or whatever, or the mini Luciella is what I was calling it last chapter. It attacked Rocky. I'm guessing Priscilla just like freaked the hell out just seeing like Rocky get hurt. So then she goes in complete rampage mode and destroys every single mini Luciella, and at the same time just kills everybody in the entire village as well. Um, I don't know. That's just a shot in the dark, but anyway, yeah, we got Rocky here. My, what do we have here? And oh yeah, it's also like fused into his skin, just like Alicia. Beth. Unbelievable. How does he manage to keep his body from being consumed despite being penetrated so deeply? I should hope the reason is nothing as mundane as mere willpower. Take him. Bring the man and that thing directly to the organization's headquarters. But if that thing completely overtakes him while we're en route, then I know. That is why I'll be taking a separate route back to headquarters. I'm gonna be safe, you guys do all like the dangerous work, basically is what he's saying. Do not forget the organization's objectives and our specific task. Use what little brains you have to consider your priorities. When left on their own, research subjects can sometimes yield quite interesting results. Alright. I sense something close by. An aura. It's a warrior's. Alright, so we got the rest of the 7 ghosts. Man, my camera's like really blurry. Okay, you're right, it's faint, but it's definitely the energy of a warrior. I don't think it's Claire's or the others, though. It must be one of the organization's warriors. After being overwhelmed by that powerful aura back there, it's difficult to make an accurate judgment. At any rate, it's coming from this direction. If she's too injured to move, maybe we should lend her a hand. Oh, it's Beth. That's who they sensed? Oh, wow. Interesting. I love, like, this panel right here, just seeing her all the way in the back. It's really cool. Yeah, it's fusing with her skin, or with her body. A warrior in black gear. Is she one of the organization's warriors? Anyway, we should pull that thing out of her. She needs help. No, don't. Uma, we're too late. What? Cynthia. Oh man. Dude, look at this. So, like, should I be more terrified of what Beth is going to become, as opposed to, Alicia and Beth together? Like, I'm wondering if Beth fusing with this little fragment of the Destroyer is gonna be more of a threat than Alicia and Beth. Or I guess I should just say, like, just Alicia. I don't know, I'm really curious to see that. Alright, so Beth is smiling, man. Oh my, what the hell, her face? Oh no. It's like, that's a good, like, image for a thumbnail, but at the same time, I don't want that to be my thumbnail. So we got both Uma and Cynthia freaking out, man. They're in the, like, in a really bad, like, the worst possible place to be in. Like, they should just get out of here. Like, I don't know, has Beth noticed them already? Because if Beth has, like, seen them, then they are fucked. Like, oh my god. Alright, so she's transforming. Yeah, man. Like, oh my god, dude, it's like, I don't even know. I mean, it's literally like the mini Luciellas, but just like Beth fused inside of it. Her head is like gone, weirdly enough. I should obviously show you guys that, but oh man. What is it called in like mythology? A centaur or a minotaur or whatever? the half horse, half. But I mean, that was Eastleigh. That was what Eastleigh was, the half horse, half man, right? Yeah. But I don't know. This is kind of similar to that, but at the same time, it's not. I don't know. Yeah, I think just like the fact that Beth is like her whole body is just protruding out of there is like just makes the design even more freaky. All right, so let's get to the next page. Oh, what the hell is that? An awakened one? So it looks like she's like transforming again or continuing to transform. All over its body, black blades. Uma, we've got to get out of here. Oh my god, dude. Holy crap, dude. Oh my god, like this artwork, man. Holy crap. But like, this is basically like, I guess like refuel, but like on a greater scale, right? Just because like, you know, like what we know what refuel can do with her hair, you know, just like using them as blades and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, man, like Beth actually has blades that she's just absolutely like carving up the entire landscape. Like I'm trying to think, like, has obviously Refuel is like one of the strongest characters in the manga, but had she ever had like this much like destructive force? Like, this is like taking me by surprise a little bit. Like comparing it to Refuel, like I wonder who has like the more destructive force, because this is pretty crazy. Okay. Alright, so Helen just got knocked down, it looks like. Dude, Helen, Claire, and Denova literally took out everything. Wow. Sick. As we know, last chapter ended off with them, like, getting ready to face, like, all the, mini Luciellas, right? And, they were saying, like, how much this reminded them of, you know, 7 years ago, right? So I think that goes to show just how much they've been able to progress, because obviously 7 years ago they wouldn't have survived this. They actually barely survived it last time. So to see now that they were actually able to, fend off everything that they were fighting against, I think really goes to show how much they've progressed over the last 7 years. Alright, so what was that? Was that the last one? Yeah. We defeated about half of them, and the other half ran out of energy and stopped of their own accord. Well, okay, so they only I don't know if I take back everything I just said, because they only defeated half of them. So like that makes me wonder, could they have taken out the full force? Like, I don't know, man. I feel like that shows that they still have like a long way to go, basically. I don't know. Anyway, so it seems that if we don't chop them to pieces, they can easily rampage for about half a day. Either way, we showed we could survive them. To hell with them all. What's with you two? We won after all. Aren't you happy? Show you guys that page. And I mean, obviously not, because the destroyer is still here. Like, I don't think this is the time to celebrate, Helen. We haven't won. Nothing is finished yet. Huh? Helen's got a clear view of the destroyer in the background. No way. You gotta be kidding me. So now what is it doing? No, it can't be. We fought till we were nearly dead. We finally beat those things. They intend to keep going until their life force is completely exhausted. I mean, the destroyer looks like she has like a ton more of those projectiles to spare. Like, it looks like she has at least 100 in that little ring, right? So she could keep this up for a while. Interesting. And that's the end of the chapter. Alright. And then we do know that I'm trying to refresh myself really quickly, but we do know that the again, like the mini Luciellas, it's such a dumb name, but I don't know. But like, in order for them to like regain their energy, because they will tire out eventually, but to regain their energy, they have to like what was it like? They like shoot like tiny little projectiles into like other people, and they like drain like life. I guess they can drain energy out of organisms to go back into their bodies to give them back some energy. Yeah, I think I got that right. Um, so yeah, so that would mean that in the battle that Helen Deneva and Claire just fought, that they didn't let like a single one of their little mini projectiles hit them, because they were saying that they were that the like the other half or whatever got tired and they ran away, right? So damn, that's really really cool. Um, Trying to see. I guess just the biggest thing about this chapter was, um, I mean, I guess two big things happened. Seeing the organization, I guess Two Face or whatever, show up, and he's captured Rocky, who has survived this whatever happened to the town that he was in. We don't know what exactly, but I'm wagering it has to do with Priscilla for sure, because we didn't see her at all, right? And then also at the same time, Rocky is he's been hit with the projectiles or whatever, and like they're starting to like fuse into his body as well. Um, I don't know how in the world he's been able to like fend off the things like completely taking him over. Like, are we gonna get that explained? Because Beth pretty much immediately turned into whatever the hell she's into right now, right? Like that happened pretty quickly, and Rocky thus far has been able to fight over the like takeover or whatever. So I'm curious to see why that's the case. I'm pretty sure we'll get that explained at some point. And then I guess the other big thing that happened this chapter was what happened to Beth. Her merging with a miniature Luciella, and me being absolutely terrified of that, man. Like I said, I feel like I say this every chapter, but it just feels like we have like one problem, like it just keeps like stacking on top of each other. Just like one thing happens and then another, and it's just like I don't know, man. It just feels like the situation just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Is what I'm trying to say. To the point where we don't really have time to celebrate anything, right? Like Helen was trying to celebrate a small victory, but like really it's like a drop in the bucket in the grand scheme of things, because like we still have the destroyer here. She's probably going to send off some more of her projectiles pretty soon, so we have that to deal with. And now we have Beth as well to deal with on top of that, so it's just like one problem after another after another. Uma and Cynthia, like they were right in that destruction of Beth just like destroying the landscape. They were right there, so what's gonna happen with them? I don't know, man. A lot's happening, but I'm excited. That's it for the chapter, guys. Great chapter. Can't wait for the next one. Like, comment, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.